Hi everyone. Happy the 3rd of December you silly sausages. I wanna try out new writing styles, cause I naturally write in paragraphs like in this vid, but I think I like shorter paragraphs more IDK. Also irrelevant, but my mum gave me her advent calendar cause mine kept giving me curly whirlies and I hate curly whirlies. Okay, now enjoy. Sue. Lightly, Sakuatsu shakes his boyfriend awake, one hand on his chest and the other cupping his face. He can faintly hear Atsumu grumbling. Wake up. He kisses his forehead and waits until eventually Atsumu sniffles himself awake and is greeted by an abnormal yet endearing little grin. He hums and smiles back. Mornin' Omi. His voice is hoarse, as is Kayumi's. He wastes no time returning a delicate kiss to Sakuatsu's nose. Wake up. I am awake. He's definitely half asleep. Then get up. Can't we just cuddle? He attempts to wrap his arms around Sakuatsu's shoulders, but Kayumi pulls himself away. Omi. I'm cold. Hug me. You're so whiny. I hate ya. Why is it so cold? He grumbles and hooks his hand around the neck of Kayumi's hoodie. I wouldn't wake you up for no good reason, idiot. Explain yourself. And what are you doing up before me? Atsumu pulls Sakuatsu down slightly. To save himself the headache of being woken up, Sakuatsu stayed awake rather than going back to bed when he woke up to go to the bathroom. He knew with the slightest mention of snow Atsumu would be pouncing on him like never before. To see your stupid morning face. Stupid? My face is always pretty. He offers a proud wink, and a rather unattractive yawn, but Sakuatsu found it cute. Now hurry up and tell me what you want before I claw your eyes out. Mia. What? It's snowing. What? Sakuatsu is sure he sees Atsumu's eyes sparkle as he rises from the bed and darts his head towards their window. It's snowing. I know. Atsumu jumps out of bed and almost trips over whilst trying to get to the window. It is. He places both his hands on the glass and Kayumi finds it adorable when he turns to give him a massive grin. It came early this year. Omi, we don't have all day. I think we do. Atsumu trots over to him and slaps his hands onto his shoulders. We've gotta go now. Go where? Where else? Outside. He orders as he starts to scurry off, but Kayumi grabs him by the t-shirt. Not like that, you're not. Yeah, not my mum. He scoffs and attempts to pull away. Rules are rules, Mia. Now go get dressed or else we're not going out at all. Yeah, annoying. But he pecks him on the cheek anyway and rushes to their closet. Not long after, they stood by their front door. Atsumu had taken a little over a minute to get ready, so Sakuatsu had to help him by tucking his shirt into his trousers and his trousers into his socks. He'd be complaining about freezing to death later otherwise. He zips up his coat and offers Atsumu a pair of gloves that he hurriedly refuses. Omi, hurry up. He half glares at Kayumi, who was sliding his second boot onto his foot. He stands up. Kayumi doesn't have time to form a sentence before he's dragged outside and greeted with a bitter cold on his nose. Quickly, he pulls a mask from his pocket and slips it over his ears. It's not snowing as heavy as it was when Sakuatsu first woke up, but it was enough to light a spark in Atsumu's eyes. The snow on the ground is about 5 inches thick. Atsumu had always loved the snow, winter and just the holidays in general. He had many fond memories from his childhood, whether it was chucking painfully hard snowballs at his brother's head or helping prepare their Christmas turkey with his grandmother. Atsumu lets go of Sakuatsu's hand and snatches up some snow from the ground before hurling it at Sakuatsu, who tries his best to duck. Atsumu. He grabs up some snow and throws a ball at Atsumu, but is hit with a majestic snowball right in the center of his face. Mia. Atsumu just gives him a mocking laugh. Your aim is horrible. I wasn't ready, asshole. Atsumu approaches with a mischievous grin as he attempts to wipe some of the snow from his face, but Sakuatsu has other ideas as he slams a massive clump of snow against Atsumu's face. Grin wiped clean off of his face and re-established behind Kayumi's mask. Omi-kun. The hell? Serves you right. Was my aim better this time? That's hardly fair. I don't make the rules. Atsumu rubs his face with his sleeve. Your nose is red. Your ears are red. It's cold. Exactly, it's cold. But he grins. Can we go to town? Quite random. Can we? Why? Atsumu points to their little house that they'd decided to rent together earlier that year. We need Christmas lights and decorations. And you wanna see the lights. They lived quite close to an abundance of stores and cafes that they enjoyed going to, and Atsumu loved seeing the pretty lights set up and the decorations in store windows. And I wanna see the pretty lights. Kayumi smiles. Fine. Go get my car keys. Car keys? Yes. Omi, we're walking. Kayumi squints. And why would we do that? I thought you were an athlete. I am. So what are you being a lazy bastard for? We're walking. It's freezing, Mia. It's not that cold. But his ears, nose and hands are all bright pink. Sakusa stares at him, stern. I'll have you kicked off the team. Right, because you have the authority for that. Just stop being lazy and get your ass moving. I'm not walking. La 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 la. They end up walking. Sakusa doesn't restrain himself from giving Atsumu constant glares for the first 3 minutes, but he eventually finds himself adoring the beam on Atsumu's lips. They eventually get into town, and to Atsumu's credit it only takes a 15-minute walk. Atsumu is adamant that they go into a store with pretty Christmas decor first, but they settle on a cute little cafe with pretty Christmas trees in the window because A. Sakusa was thirsty, and B. He knew full well Atsumu hadn't eaten yet. They sat down at a table by the window at Atsumu's demand so that he could admire the blanket of snow outside and the fall of delicate snowflakes. What do you want to eat? Atsumu rubs his hands together and rolls his eyes when Sakusa smirks his way. I dunno, what is there? He passes Atsumu the menu and he skims his eyes over it. He eventually beams when he reads Christmas tree cookies in bold green and red letters. Christmas tree cookies. Kyumi squints. You're not having cookies for breakfast. You never said it was breakfast. You haven't eaten anything today. It's breakfast. I'm an adult. I'll do what I want. At least have something else too. Well, what are you having? Just a coffee. I'm not hungry. He huffs. Well, I get what I want. You're such a child. But he smiles softly at him. At least get some toast. La 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 Omi, I can't hear you. He covers his ears and kicks Kyumi's ankles under the table, who almost winces in pain. Again, such a child. Yet they are both smiling as Kyumi stands up to place their order. Of course he listens to Atsumu's bratty request and orders him his cookies, without toast, as well as a caramel frap he knows Atsumu loves. He comes back to a rather bored Atsumu fiddling with a ketchup packet that gets thrown at Sakusa's face as soon as he's seated. Burn and rot. Love ya. The shy girl that had taken Sakusa's order brings over their food and drinks on a tray not long later. A black coffee. She places the coffee mug on the table. A caramel frap and Christmas tree cookies. Thank you. Thanks. Atsumu repeats, but instead of nodding like Sakusa does, he winks and watches as her cheeks redden and she bows before turning and nervously walking away. Kyumi glares at him. Mia. Yes. Tilda. He smiles. Mia. What? She's cute. Sakusa crumples up a napkin and throws it square into Atsumu's forehead, eyes like daggers. Atsumu just chuckles. What? You're jealous, Omi? Like hell I would be jealous. The poor girl probably shit herself after seeing your ugly mug. Atsumu laughs and chucks the napkin ball back at Kyumi's face. I'm just giving the people what they want. Nobody wants you. Who wouldn't want Atsumu Mia to give him a wink? Believe it or not everyone knows who you are. I was in the Olympics, Omi. Kyumi smirks and chucks the ball back at Atsumu. I didn't see you on the starting lineup. Shut up. At least I can confidently say I was the prettiest one there. I would agree with that. Smiling softly, he pinches Atsumu's cheek rather intensely until the blonde yelps. Watch it. No more flirting with random people. But look how cute I am. Your ugly face is just for me. See, you're just jealous. Don't worry, Omi. I'll give you all the winks you want from now on. I'd rather die. Atsumu blows him a sarcastic kiss and winks at him. Never mind. I'd rather kill you. Little extreme, don't you think? Only the best for you, love. Kyumi almost chokes around the disgusting pet name that he'd usually only say when sleep deprived. Yeah, so sweet, Omi. Kyumi grumbles. Don't worry, you're the only one fair me. He makes a heart shape with his fingers. How'd I end up with such an Amazon? Karen, loving boyfriend. Despite his sarcastic tone and the laugh at his lips, he wholeheartedly means every word. But who would ever miss a chance at embarrassing Sakusa Kyumi in public? I hate you. He doesn't. They spend the next few minutes bickering and chucking condiments and napkins at each other until Atsumu remembers that he had some cookies to eat, which he gobbles up with no challenge. They talk for a little while longer and finish off their drinks until they decided it was time to leave. Sakusa doesn't ignore how Atsumu slips his hand into his pocket when they walk outside and he gives him a teasing smirk. They enter a large store with a wreath hanging from its sign and 4 large Christmas trees in the window. The store had everything you could ever need, from winter coats to popsicles and fishnets. Christmas decorations had a fully dedicated aisle where Sakusa and Atsumu spent most of their time. Which ones do we get? He holds up 2 boxes of Christmas lights like he wasn't going to buy both. The red ones. Okay. He drops both of the boxes into their basket and moves on to look at indoor decor. Kyumi chuckles. A snow globe catches Sakusa's eye. He shakes it and watches white sparkles settle on an abandoned shed in the middle of a forest. Immediately, he decides he wants it, so he plops it into their basket. How about these? He slots a headband with a pair of reindeer antlers onto his head with the widest grin ever, citing a laugh from Kyumi. You look stupid. But aren't they cute? No, they're stupid. Atsumu wasn't going to accept that as an answer, so he grabs another pair and slots it behind Kyumi's ears. See, you make them look cute. They both smile. Now I look as dumb as you do. La la Laomi, I still can't hear ya. He gives him a wink. They end up buying the antlers, as well as a load of shit they will never use or need. Like the back scratcher Kyumi knows will be forgotten about. Kyumi makes sure to buy a pair of gloves before they leave. The last thing he wanted was Atsumu complaining about his hands the whole walk home. Atsumu is awfully appreciative when Sakusa slides them over his fingers. They then walk home, hand in hand. Sakusa is sure he hears Atsumu purr once they step into their house and they are met with warmth. Go get in the shower. They both kick off their shoes and take off their coats. Coke shower with me. No. But it's cold. The point of the shower is to warm yourself up. Stupid. Yeah, cold too. I'm gonna make myself a coffee. He walks to their kitchen and plops a couple of plastic bags on the countertop. Atsumu follows him like a lost puppy. Please, you can do that after when we watch a movie. Do I get to pick the movie? No. No deal. He starts to unpack the bags, ignoring Atsumu's whines until an ice-cold hand is pressed against his neck. Mia. You're so mean to me. I don't want to watch a shitty Christmas movie. Fine, you can pick. Fine. Yay. Kyumi knows he won't be able to pick the movie, and he's proven right when they are laid on the couch sipping hot cocoa and watching The Grinch. Kyumi is forced to suffer through giggles of "Look Omi, it's you" every time The Grinch pops up on screen. Which was a lot. Atsumu thought he was the funniest person on earth as he goes into a laughing fit every 2 seconds like he didn't do the same thing last Christmas. Look Omi, it's you. He chokes around his words before he bursts into laughter again. For Christmas I want your head on a stick. That only enhances Atsumu's laughter as he seems to lose the ability to breathe. Yeah, the same ha 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 ha. Mia. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your preferred writing style and also just comment because I really love reading comments for some reason, and IDK just leave a comment. If you like 𝗴𝗲𝘃𝗲𝘶𝘢𝘵 opinion is wrong. Okay, bye bye now. Love you smellies.